There is nothing else like the Power Rangers X Ninja Turtles crossover episode. I get it, I'm not a Power Rangers channel, we don't do Power Rangers videos, but we do talk bizarre crossovers, the Digimon X Metabots collaboration, the Beyblade Free-Ren comic. For over 25 years, I have not been able to stop thinking about the Power Rangers and Ninja Turtles crossover from 1998. This was the event that opened my eyes to the power of crossovers, the sheer hype of heroes from different worlds fighting side by side. This was pre-Fortnite, pre-Avengers, pre-Jimmy Timmy Power Hour. Two of the greatest action teams of the era teaming up was absolutely mind-blowing. How did this thing come together? Saban Productions, who also localized Digimon, were Fox Kids royalty in the 90s. Around the time of Power Rangers in Space, they were also creating a new live-action Ninja Turtles series, The Next Mutation. It was only the second TMNT show following the 80s cartoon and predating the 2003 animated series. It took influence from the live-action movies, with the Turtles being real-life actors wearing intricate turtle suits. The Next Mutation was also noteworthy for introducing Venus de Milo, a secret girl turtle who would bring the turtle team to 5, kind of like your average Rangers team. Fun fact, TMNT co-creator Peter Laird hates Venus with a passion, and outside of Next Mutation, it's extremely rare to see any Turtles media acknowledging Venus at all. Unlike Power Rangers, The Next Mutation was unprecedented. Made from scratch, it used original footage and could not rely on a proven, pre-existing show from Japan. This no doubt made it a bigger risk for Saban and Fox Kids. They likely wanted to boost its popularity through cross-promotion, much like inserting Angela Anaconda into the opening of Digimon the movie, and so in February of 1998, the Turtles of The Next Mutation appeared in the 4th episode of Power Rangers in Space. The Turtles we know and love, plus Venus, are confronted by Astronema, who Venus is somehow familiar with. It's not entirely clear how these two universes fit together. When Astronema name drops the Power Rangers, Raphael says that the Rangers are comic book characters in his universe, which is very Beetleborgs. Astronema uses her mind control powers to brainwash the Ninja Turtles, which begs the question, if Astronema had mind control powers all along, why didn't she just use them on the Rangers? Because this crossover occurred on the 4th episode of In Space, we are firmly in world establishing mode. The space surfboards, the galaxy gliders, which are essential to the season, actually debut in this episode, meaning Shell Shocked is fully canon and kind of an essential episode of In Space. In other words, this is not a filler episode. The Space Rangers ride the galaxy gliders over to the Angel Grove power plant, which is under attack. When they arrive, they struggle to take down an alien enemy until the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles arrive. Ashley and TJ immediately recognize them, adding further confusion to the nature of this crossover. The Rangers are comic book characters in the Turtles' mind, but the Turtles are real? No one says, I thought you were a cartoon, or anything like that. I think TMNT just exists in the Power Rangers version of New York. While most of the Rangers are stoked to see the Turtles, Andros is deeply skeptical of these mutant turtle monsters, leading to one of my favorite Power Rangers cuts of all time. Just a bit of space racism, or mutant space racism, not what you want to see from a Red Ranger. It's also worth calling out the Turtles' strange energy manipulation powers when they bounce an attack around like deflecting ki blasts in Dragon Ball. Nowhere in TMNT history has this ever been a thing. Venus has some psychic power stuff in The Next Mutation, but we see all 5 turtles use this power here. Things like this are why I find the episode so fascinating all these years later. The turtles board the Astro Megaship after the Rangers offer to take them back to New York. Once aboard, the turtles ask a ton of questions about the ship and its operating system. Maybe too many questions. It's got Andros nervous. Cassie checks him on his poor hospitality when suddenly Decca, the AI voice of the ship, starts yapping in a super thick New York accent. This is to let us know that she's been hacked by Donatello, and if the new accent didn't give it away, the line, "I've been certified turtified" should. With Donnie and the other turtles in control of the ship's defenses, their shields are lowered, allowing Astronema and company to beam onto the ship. It's a full-on takeover, with every Ranger except Andros captured and taken to the brig. Just like that, 4/5 of the Power Rangers are defeated, and it's only thanks to Andros' intolerance towards turtles that we aren't fully cooked. I'm playing up the bit here, I'll tone it down now, but it is interesting that our scenario setup for Andros being the one who isn't kidnapped was that he doesn't care for the Ninja Turtles. Using his psychic powers that actually were a thing and were not made up for this episode, Andros frees the other Rangers. The Space Rangers escape using the modular landing craft attached to the megaship. Astronema instructs the Turtles to chase after them. The Rangers cleverly lure them into a reverse polarized magnetic field, which breaks the mind control that Andromeda had over the Turtles. They take to a planetary surface for the team-up battle that we've been waiting for all episode. I'm charmed by the intense color correction they apply to the footage to try and make California look like some kind of alien desert planet. In Space would employ this technique frequently. The Power Turtles tag team defeat Astronema's forces, Leo pauses for an Andros handshake, and the Ninja Turtles finally get the Red Ranger's approval. The TMNT then fly through space on the Galaxy Gliders, giving loreheads one last thing to be confused about. Why are the Turtles able to breathe in space? The Rangers have their helmets at least. Are we meant to believe the ooze that mutated the Turtles now lets them breathe in space? To be clear, it's absolutely a don't worry about it kind of thing, but between this and the Turtles' energy manipulation powers, Shell-Shocked took a ton of liberties with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. A big part of what I loved about this crossover is that there was nothing like it at the time. The Power Rangers had a Masked Rider crossover event, but there was something very modern about the Ninja Turtles x Power Rangers. Today, that's your average Fortnite lobby, but this was a rare thing for the time. While Batman and Superman World's Finest aired a year earlier, Justice League would not premiere until 2001. Jimmy Timmy Power Hour wasn't until 2004, Rugrats Go Wild was 03, but those were all shared licenses. TMNT and Super Sentai are from entirely different companies, different countries, but because Saban briefly had his hands on both IPs, this strange event was able to exist. In 2019, Boom Studios and IDW Publishing launched a Power Rangers x Ninja Turtles crossover comic book series. It's with the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers though, and hilariously, it actively ignores the in-space crossover event. No Venus mention, no Astronema mention. The next mutation was cancelled shortly after the in-space episode, and it's very clear that the Turtle creators and license holders wish the next mutation never happened. Again, I can't stress enough how this event was episode 4 of In Space and the Galaxy Glider intro episode. In other words, you really can't watch In Space without experiencing the Turtles crossover. They are canon monsters of the week. This is one of my favorite crossovers ever. It's no Forever Red, but it's up there for me with the Digimon Fusion multiverse episode and World's Finest in terms of kids' TV moments that live rent-free in my head. Let me know in the comments if you were alive for this, if you watched it later in life, or if you're hearing about it for the first time. Thanks for watching. RIP Venus de Milo, we hardly knew ye. Everyone else, take care, and I'll see you in the next video.